recording. Thank you for joining us today, gentlemen. And if you want to give an introduction and get started, that would be great.
Sure. I'm Les Goldberg. I'm the owner and CEO of LMG Show Technology, as well as Entertainment Technology Partners. And we have offices around the US and London. And my partner, BJ Singh, who's coming to us from Maryland today, is going to introduce a platform, a complete virtual platform called Hive. And it's amazing. We've done lots of shows with it. And we know people have seen different kinds of platforms. So today we're just going to kind of describe and explain why our platform is different, unique, and it's something to consider when you're trying to do a digital virtual event. And I will let BJ take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Les. Hello, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can hop right in. Everybody should be able to see my browser, I believe. I'll give a quick introduction and then we'll hop right in. Sort of the genesis of our platform, which is called Hive. As an AV company, we have been streaming events for 30 years. Since March, it's gotten on steroids. We have cloud studios that allow for 100% remote streaming solution. We've got 22 of those already in place, and we're able to execute them at any time with redundant bandwidth, redundant power. We also have 7 studios around the country in London that we're able to stream from, including doing augmented and mixed reality environments. However, we had a lot of clients that understood all of those offerings, but they still wanted sort of a comprehensive online presence where the attendees could come, it could be branded, and they could not only experience the stream or maybe use a simpler platform for some of the simpler sessions, but be able to monetize the event, be able to network, be able to have sponsors and exhibitors. So that was sort of the genesis of what Hive is. I'm just logging into an event that we just finished last weekend. And I'm gonna just type. I'm going to walk you through sort of the initial attendee experience, which is really the process of having an attendee create their profile. This is completely customizable. Whatever fields you want the attendees to have, any fields that you would like them to make mandatory, they're able to do so. I'm going to skip through some of these simpler fields just for the sake of time, because I want to get to what is one of the most powerful features of the platform, and that is AI-based networking. This event was an alumni association of a university from India. However, the way the AI-based networking works is that you can set up as many categories and subcategories that you think might be relevant to the attendee. So if we're thinking about events, I could have a category that says events, and I could have any number of subcategories, for example, AV and catering and food and beverage and security. When attendees are checking in, they pick one or more of those categories, and then they're able to also cross-reference that with one of 2 things. I can say that I'm looking for. So for example, I can say in the events industry, I'm interested in AV and production, and I'm looking for whatever it is you want to set up that to be. It can be, I'm looking for a job, I'm looking for a vendor, I'm looking for a service, I'm looking for a mentor. Alternatively, I can say that I'm offering any of those things. I offer that service. And what the platform does is it takes all of that information that every attendee enters, and it creates that as the basis for how attendees network with each other. And I'll get to that in 1 second. The second part of the first-time attendee experience is what you noticed that just popped up. We have a built-in self-help tutorial that can be enabled. So the first time attendees come in, it literally will walk them through the entire experience. So you don't have to create any custom content just to make them familiar with the platform. I'll go ahead and skip it. And the last thing that you're able to do is to have an intro video. I'll stop it here. That can autoplay the first time that an attendee logs in. It can also be available here for them at any time. But those are the 2 or 3 things that we can bring into the attendee experience the very first time they log into the platform. Once you're logged in, this is sort of your hub, your dashboard for the entire event. You can see that we have the ability to add custom backgrounds. We can change headers, colors, fonts. Any of these navigation buttons can be called whatever you would like. The icons can be changed, and we can enable and disable any of these features for any event. On this dashboard page is all of the relevant event information, social media links, logos. You can, as I mentioned, have an introductory video for attendees to access. You can take any of your exhibit booths or sponsors and denote them as featured, which then also positions them on this dashboard. You're able to do the same thing with speakers, and you're also able to enable any of the sessions that might be live to be highlighted on this dashboard page. You can also incorporate leaderboard, which I'll talk about in a second, and sort of your own personal agenda. I'm going to hop over to the attendee section because we talked about this AI-based networking. What the platform will do is based on my personal profile and the categories and subcategories and my intentions are, whether I'm looking for something or offering something, the platform will auto recommend people that it thinks are the most relevant to what you're seeking to accomplish at this event. And it'll show them for you here across the top. And I'm able to then try to network with any of them because the AI engine recommends me doing so. However, I'm still able to see everybody else that's at this event, and I'm able to filter using any of those categories that we have set up, whether or not I added those to my profile. I can sort them by one of many ways. I can see who's online at any given time, or just simply see everybody else that is attending this event. If I click on anybody's name, I can learn a little bit about them, all their relevant categories. I can take any notes about this particular attendee. I can favorite them. I also have the ability to start a one-on-one real-time conversation via text, or I have the ability to request a one-on-one meeting. If this show was live or in the future, I would have live agendas with 15-minute slots. We can make them 5 to 60 minutes or anything in between. And I could request a meeting at an open slot on his calendar, which if he accepts, then becomes a full audio video conversation between the two of us. Also built into the platform is a social media wall. Attendees are able to come and just by typing, participate in this conversation. It can be text, it can be an announcement or an introduction if they're looking for something specific. It can be polls, it can be photos, and other people are able to come and see those and filter those by any of those post types. I also have some additional filters if I want to search by any kind of keywords or things like that to engage in this social media wall. Same thing, you can list all of your speakers. Any speaker on the platform, you're able to click, learn a little bit about them. Again, you're able to take any notes about that speaker. You're able to favorite them or like them. If you want to rate the speakers, we can also have a rating system. And the platform will share with you all of the sessions that this particular speaker is presenting at. So if you want to follow them and view any of all the sessions that they're speaking at, you're able to do so. Hopping over to the booths, we do denote sponsors separate from booths. However, once you click on either or, it's the same functionality. You can call them whatever you would like, or we can simply just have one, not two. It's entirely up to you. But we build out an exhibit floor custom from scratch. There are 3 different booth sizes by default. These are the large that you see here, and then you see the medium and the small. How many of each you have, how they lay out across this exhibit floor, it's entirely up to you. And same thing for the sponsors. Once you hop into a booth, an exhibitor has the ability to embed across the top of their booth any number of banners and or videos that can autoplay, auto rotate, or attendees can navigate them themselves. Obviously, an about section, they can upload as many number of videos, as many images as they would like, as many handouts as they would like, and all the exhibitor representatives are denoted here within this booth. So if I ask to meet with a representative from this exhibitor, I can see everybody that's available to meet. And I'm able to chat with them in real time or request a meeting at a pre-designated time, which can be a full audio video conversation. I also have the ability to share my details with this exhibitor, which then becomes a lead for that particular exhibitor. What is also nice about our platform is the exhibitor module is completely self-serve for the attendee. So what that means is that the attendee is able to, whoops, sorry, wrong page. We are able to allow the exhibitor to come in and build this entire booth entirely on their own. They're also able to come in and monitor the analytics and incoming traffic completely on their own, interact with clients and attendees in real time, and denote those leads as warm, cold, or hot, all in real time, which is then accessible to them post-event. Quickly shift to a different event just because there's some things that are live right now. Also for networking, we have what we call the networking lounge tables. These are tables that come in configuration of 2, 4, 10, and 16. You're able to hop onto any of these tables. And if somebody else were to come take a seat at this table, we can engage in an instant real-time audio video conversation with everybody else on this table. All of that is done in platform. You're not going out to Zoom or anything else. You're also able to have these tables for exhibitors, which can be branded for that exhibitor if they choose to do so. Last but not the least, you're also able to build in exhibitor private meeting rooms. They can be open or they can have controlled access via password. Attendees are able to come, or an exhibitor is able to invite an attendee into their private room. Those rooms can hold up to 50 attendees, 12 of which can have full audio, video, screen sharing, slides, videos, whatever they want to do, turn on their webcams and engage in real conversations with those attendees. We also have a lot of built-in contests, things like quizzes. You can have sponsored quizzes, or you as the host are able to just do quizzes on your own that you can then rate and perhaps provide some kind of prizes to engage the attendees. We also have things like photo caption contests, which you're able to include into your event. You can have things like inviting the attendees to submit abstracts, which the attendees can then vote on, and the winner can get a sponsored prize of some kind. In addition to that, we also have pretty comprehensive gaming capabilities. And there's a whole bunch of categories that you can assign points to and invite the attendees to engage in these activities so they earn these points, which then can perhaps lead them to win a prize. And in real time, I'm able to see who the winner is and how I'm doing compared to those folks that are sort of at the top of this leader pack. Also have a notification center. So if any of my favorited sessions are about to start, if I'm having conversations with somebody, I can see all of that here. I also have the ability to come in at any point and edit my profile, my categories, and all of those things so that I am current with everything else. All of these banners, of course, on the main page, customizable. You can embed multiples. They can be videos that can auto scroll, and the attendees are also able to come and view that in real time. And last but not the least is the agenda and the sessions themselves. You can build, as you see here, multi-day, multi-track agendas, and attendees are able to come browse them. If this event was current or in the future, I'm able to actually add any of these sessions directly to my calendars, Google, Outlook, or iCal. I also have the ability to take any notes about a session, read a description if there is one, and learn a little bit about the speakers. Once I hop into a session, I'm going to pause this really quick. Looks and feels like a real stage. The background image, again, is whatever the image is for the entire event. And the audience has full interactive capabilities in terms of chat. We can do open or moderated Q&A. We can do polling. We can see other attendees in this session, and I can click on their name and engage in a conversation in real time. And I'm also able to see other sessions that are live and hop into any of those. In terms of the video content that you see here, there's several different options. We can provide those elevated production capabilities from our cloud studios, which can include lower third session logo overlays, very customized backgrounds, go from host and moderator to 3 speakers down to 2. We can do the same thing from any of our studios, or for some of your simpler sessions or breakouts, we have integrated with Zoom. We provide those licenses, and your speakers are able to come and present just using their Zoom app. The attendees never leave the platform. This is the attendee experience. We're not taking them out into Zoom or any other place off platform. They stay here, they see the feed, they're able to interact with the speakers and the host and the moderators in platform. The last thing I wanted to just share with you, and then we'll open it up for questions, is show you a little bit of the back end. This platform is designed for quick deployment. We're able to get an event up and running in less than 2 weeks, sometimes even quicker than that. All of the customization, everything that's possible on the platform is easily configurable here on the back end. And you're able to come in, and our folks are able to come in and build this for you. The exhibitors are able to do their own, or we're able to do it for them. And you're also, let me go to here. There are also extensive amounts of, oh, sorry, wrong tab. There is also an accompanying mobile app. It is free for users. We have it for iOS, for Apple and Android. It is included in the platform, and it is a fully functional app. It is not required. Attendees can experience everything about the platform on any browser, on any mobile device. No app is required. However, it does offer a little bit more convenience, and it does offer additional sponsorship and branding capabilities, but we're able to build these out on the back end. And as we are building it, you're actually able to simulate and see how the app is going to function and behave in real time. And we can arrange and rearrange any of it and brand it any way that, that you would like. I'll stop there and see if anybody has any questions while I bring up 2 quick things. Built into the platform is a complete registration capability. We can design a registration form completely customized to your needs, any kind of data fields. It's integrated into the platform, and we can do things like registration confirmation emails, whether it's a free event or a paid event. And if you want to do multi-tier registration, we're able to do that as well. Alternatively, we also have a lot of integrations built in with things like Marketo, Salesforce. So if you're using any of those CRM systems, you're absolutely able to continue to use those. And we can simply integrate using the APIs that we have. Tons of built-in analytics in terms of the attendance, some very high-level statistics here, and then you're able to drill down all the way to individual sessions and take a look at everything you would want to know about this event. If I go to the schedule, I can see every session in real time, how many people visited. If I download the detailed report, it'll show me every attendee, how long they were there, when they came in, when they left, the Q&A and poll transcripts. I can do the same thing for every exhibitor. I can do the same thing for every sponsor and provide these detailed analytics to every exhibitor. And also you have it for your own research and post-event analysis as well. You see how many people downloaded the app, how many people registered, how many logged in, and the AI-based networking. We usually see an extraordinary amount of activity. In this case, you can see there were 50,000 networking sessions that happened at this 2-day event. So I will stop there and open it up for questions while I showcase a very cool event that we're doing on the platform in Dubai right now called GTEx. But I'll leave that up while I answer any questions.
Hey, BJ, this is Les. I just want to ask a quick question, and maybe you could explain to everyone what's the fundamental difference of what we're offering compared to, let's just say, some of the other platforms that are out there.
Yeah, great question. So there's a few things. One, in terms of the platform itself, There are a lot of platforms on the market that either are networking focused or are focused on sort of the content and the exhibitors. We are the only platform that combines the best of both. The ability to have real-time analytics and provide exhibitors the ability to watch analytics in real time is a big differentiator. The second big differentiator is you have platform vendors and you have live event AV firms. And usually the platform vendors don't understand how live events work. And we offer the best of both worlds, in that we are first and foremost a live event AV company. We do thousands of events a year, everything from Super Bowl halftime to some of the largest corporate events. We do the ASAE annual convention and tons of other associations. So we understand that while it's a platform, we're still serving the need of event attendees and the experience that they expect. That is a big differentiator for us. Last but not the least is all of the content and the streaming. So whether it's using Zoom and we have webinar technicians available, or our cloud studios or our broadcast, we're able to customize and make the content as customized and as appropriate as the event really needs it to be. Last but not the least, it is one of the quickest to deploy platforms, and our business model is that you can actually use it to host all of your events for the year. You're not sort of paying a new fee every time you're going to do the event within the year.
If anyone else has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat and we can share those from there as well if you're not able to get on your screen or speak to us directly.
Hey, BJ, can you just give them contact information if they were to want to get reach out and learn more?
Yeah, can I just put it in chat?
That'd be great. Thank you.
BJ, I don't know if you can answer this on the fly here, but you mentioned that how does it work? Like, you guys have like a yearly fee, like you can use it for the entire year, or is it?
Yes, great question. So the way that it works is that you pay an annual fee that I'll just mention it here, gives you, for example, in our most popular package, 4,000 attendees and 500 exhibit booths. Whether you use that across one event or 20 events over that year, entirely up to you. But if you happen to run out, you're only buying additional attendees and additional booths. You're not paying that annual fee again for those 12 months. And if you need us to build it, support it, obviously those fees apply. But in terms of the platform, yes, it is an annually priced platform.
And where would we be able to find pricing?
I just put my contact information in the chat. So if you guys want to reach out, I'll be happy to have that discussion.
BJ, I think your phone number is missing a digit.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I've been too fast. There we go. John, that was you asking, right? I'm going to grab your email and I'll reach out to you separately myself. Any other questions?
Well, thank you so much, BJ. This was super insightful. I know I was impressed. I hope that some of our event folks here are going to reach out to you and wish you a happy holiday and good health. Does anyone have anything else before I stop recording? No? Everyone's tired.
Thank you, everyone, for the time.
Or hungry for lunch, one or the other. Thank you so much, BJ. I'm going to stop recording.